Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Magic. In today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are going to be taking a look at loving messages that the universe has for you at this time. So this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this video is when you are meant to hear these messages. I have 3 piles prepared for you to choose from today. If you feel connected to more than one pile, feel free to watch more than one. I also did something a little bit different in today's video. So for each of the piles, I sat down and I channeled a message from the universe that I wrote down. So each pile has its own little note that we're going to be taking a look at and reading together. So the piles that you can choose from today are as follows. In pile 1, we have the Sunstone. Looks like this. In pile 2, we have the Tree Agate. And in pile 3, we have the Caribbean Calcite. Looks like that. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time deciding which piles you're the most drawn to. And once you've decided, you can scroll down to the pinned comments or to the description bar to fast forward to your reading. A couple of quick disclaimers before we start. Tarot is a tool that we use to read the current energy, and energy is always changing. So if you hear something you don't like, know that you have free will and the power to change things. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so don't try to force all of the messages to fit for you in your life. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. There could be messages in here that are meant for other people who are watching and just aren't meant for you. So with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the Sunstone, this is going to be your reading all about what loving messages the universe has for you at this time. So we're going to start off by reading the note that I channeled, and then I have some oracle cards that we're going to take a look at. We will pull some tarot together and then close the reading off with some guidance and advice that the universe has for you at this time. So for now, I'm going to put your tarot off to the side and let's read this note together. So hopefully you'll be able to see and you can read along with me. It says, "Dear pile 1, you are so ready to break free. There are so many horizons opening up for you now. Be open to receiving the many blessings coming your way. Your path is being revealed, and with every step you take, your light will shine as a beacon for those to follow. Trust. Trust in yourself that your intuition will lead you to exactly where you yearn to be. Follow the fire within. The light you seek at the end of the tunnel is in you. It is you. You're divinely loved and guided. You're never alone because you are part of the universe and the universe is part of you. With divine love, the universe." And so some like keywords or symbols, synchronicities that were coming to mind as I was channeling this message were the number 7, the number 3. I was seeing like a candle flame in the darkness, and I was hearing the phrase like a moth to a flame. So I'll hold this up for you. Feel free to screenshot this if you want to keep it on hand for yourself. But we are going to put this off to the side and we'll see if this message is connected to any of the cards that we have pulled, or if this is just an independent message in and of itself. So maybe I'll put it up here. Okay. So let us start off by taking a look at what loving messages the universe has for you at this time. We have freedom. We have passion, number 34. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. We also have discovery with the root chakra. And then we have light in the unexpected, number 16. We have success and transformation, number 13. And we have the good kind, number 35. So what I love about these cards, pile one, is that literally in the opening line of this message, it said, "You are so ready to break free." And we have this freedom card here. Wow. So the universe is really encouraging you to go after your passions. Have you been holding yourself back in some way? Is there some kind of change and transformation that you've been wanting to make that you just haven't done yet? It's like you've discovered something recently, or you feel like maybe if something has been missing and you're being called to go explore, to go on this journey of self-discovery, to find out more about yourself. Because with light in the unexpected, number 16, this is making me think of the Tower in tarot. And number 13, success and transformation, is making me think of the Death card. And both of these cards are really, really powerful and talk about massive transformation and change. It's like I get the feeling that maybe there's something that you're really being called to do, that you feel really passionate about, that makes you feel really excited, but maybe feeling a bit insecure because you've never done it before, or maybe being fearful of what other people are going to say about it, maybe fear of being judged. And the universe wants you to know that you're totally supported here, and that you have the power to break free and to fly. Like, I feel like you have so much potential, and there's so much that's waiting for you, and you're not meant to be tied down. You're not meant to be restricted or constrained. You're meant to go really far. Like, birds really do have ultimate freedom. You know, they can fly anywhere they want, and some birds migrate, you know, like thousands of kilometers every single year. So the universe wants you to know that you have boundless potential, and that if you follow your passions, it can only lead you somewhere good. It will only bring you happiness and success. I also love how in the Discovery card, there's this angelic spiritual figure that's definitely the universe's way of letting you know, like, I'm here, I have your back, I'm here to support you, I'm here to guide you, I'm watching over you, you're not alone in this journey, even if it seems scary. I'm always there to hear you out. Don't feel like your prayers haven't gone unnoticed. You can ask me for signs, you can ask me for guidance, and to connect with your intuition with the moon here, and use that as a guide for where you want to fly. But of course, this change and transformation requires leaving something behind in order to start something new. The universe wants you to know that what you'll be leaving behind or breaking away from has served its purpose and was never meant to last forever or last longer than it's supposed to. These things that are no longer serving you will just naturally fall away as you start to move into this new path of pursuing your passions. So maybe you've been even feeling imbalanced, maybe a bit like stressed out or having some anxiety. And obviously I'm not a doctor, so this isn't medical advice. Always seek professional help when you feel like you need it. But oftentimes when we feel off, it's because we're not aligned with our path, with our highest good. So if you've been like in a job that's unfulfilling or a relationship that's unfulfilling or just any kind of situation that is making you feel like stressed out or anything, it's because that you're not supposed to be there anymore. You're supposed to be moving on to something better. The situation has served its purpose. You've learned the lesson and it's time to move on now. It's time to break free and to really pursue what is going to make you happy beyond just wealth and beyond reputation, beyond the validation of others, but really going after what makes you feel good inside. And that doesn't have to make sense to other people. It just has to make sense to you. Like with this passion card and all of these birds flying and the light and the unexpected here with the lightning bolt, it's just like such strong, like quick, powerful energy. So you may be receiving a download or some kind of divine inspiration for an idea that you're really passionate about, or maybe you already have this idea that gives you that kind of energy of just like really revving you up and getting you super excited, and it's all you can think about. But I also just get the feeling that maybe you're a little bit scared, and that's okay too. Of course it's going to be scary to start something brand new, to leave your comfort zone behind and to break free from the crowd and go your own way. But the universe is really supporting you here and encouraging you to follow your heart, follow your passions, and the success and the happiness will follow. And it'll also serve as a guiding light for others. Oh, and that's what it said in the note too. Yeah, I kept talking about like light and fire, like kept seeing like a candle imagery. And it also said like a moth to a flame. So yeah, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this. It's like the passion is the flame and you are the moth, and you are just so drawn to its light, like you can't help yourself. So if you're feeling that way about something, whether this is like relocating to a totally new city or country, or starting a new career, starting your own business, starting a passion project, maybe you want to travel, maybe you want to like, I don't know, sell your house in the city and like go live off the grid in the woods, like whatever it is that you just feel so drawn towards is what the universe is encouraging you to pursue. I've never noticed this before, but in this card, these little, I don't know what they are, like circle graphics, they kind of look like diamonds, like the way that it's faceted, or like a gemstone. So it's making me think of like, well, the first thing that I had heard was a diamond in the rough. So this could be still in the early stages, the beginning stages of where you're like, I have this thing that I'm really passionate about, but I don't really have a plan, or like I don't really know how to go about doing this. I just know that for some reason I'm drawn to this thing. But the other thing that came to mind was how diamonds are formed under pressure, and with this like really intense energy with the passion card and light in the unexpected. I feel like your energy is just being like pent up or bottled up, and it's just waiting to burst, to break free. And by pursuing this, it's gonna change everything for you. Like death in the tower. This is like, this is big change, drastic change. Like your life won't be the same anymore, but in the most amazing way possible. So this is exciting. Let's, I'm gonna pull some tarot. Maybe we can find out more about this message, or if another message wants to come through. I already gave this deck a shuffle, but I like to be thorough, so we're gonna go a couple more times. Okay, Spirit. What loving message does the universe have for pile 1, please? What loving message does the universe have in regards to this change and transformation, pursuing this passion? What loving message does the universe have for pile 1, please? In regards to pursuing this passion, this change and transformation that wants to come through, please. Ooh. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. What else, please? What loving message does the universe have for pile 1 at this time? What loving message does the universe have for pile 1 in regards to pursuing this passion, in regards to this big change and transformation? We have Strength. So that's Leo energy. Let's see, can we get one more card, please? What loving message does the universe have for pile 1? What loving message does the universe have for pile 1 in regards to pursuing this passion, in regards to this change and transformation that wants to come through? What loving message does the universe have for pile 1? We also have the Hanged Man. So this is Pisces energy. And on the back of the deck, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. Actually, maybe I'll just put this card here so we have more room. So with the 9 of Cups here, the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. So whatever goal you have, whatever your big dream is, whatever you've been trying to manifest, whatever that's been on your heart, the universe wants you to know that if you pursue it, you will be successful. You will get your wish come true. And I'm not surprised that we have Strength here. So I mentioned this was Leo energy, and Leo in the 5th house is all about creativity, having fun, being really passionate, being seen, being in the spotlight, being recognized, being noticed. Because the sun is the ruling planet for Leo as well, which is all about being seen. It's about identity. It's about having clarity. And also what I'm getting with Strength and the good kind here is that this doesn't need to be done in like an aggressive way, like with all of this pent up energy. It doesn't need, it doesn't need to be done or pursued in like a really aggressive, like strong, forceful way. You can find success while still feeling balanced, while still feeling composed, still being kind and compassionate. Like you don't need to use brute force in order to push your way to the top. Don't feel like you have to fight for it. And I don't mean fight for it in like, of course, pursue it. Of course, go after it and put your energy into it. But if you're just naturally like a soft person, or you're sensitive, or you're not very, you don't feel like you're very bold or outspoken, like you don't need to change that about yourself in order to feel like you can get what you want. You can manifest this and you can make this happen for yourself purely by being you. So don't feel like you have to change. And if you are someone who is more bold and assertive and kind of has like that more strong masculine energy, again, it's the same message. Don't feel like you have to change, but just know that it's just like you don't have to be doing the most. Like you don't have to like push yourself so hard in that aggressive direction, because it can create conflict and it can create more problems for yourself if you kind of go a bit too hard or if you're a bit too rough in it. So what I'm getting from strength is just kind of balance, composure, having patience, knowing that success is coming to you. It just might take some time to get there. Yeah, like don't feel frustrated if you feel like things are moving slowly, or if you feel stuck at any point. We can't always be in motion. There are times where part of the path is feeling like we're stuck. It's an opportunity to pause, reflect, turn inward, and to gain insight, to gain enlightenment, to see things from a different perspective, and to take those lessons and apply them going forward in the journey. But so in the Hanged Man here, there's the Ouroboros. I think I'm saying that right, but it's the snake that's eating itself, and it's a symbol of cycles, of endings and beginnings, like we're talking about with the success and transformation and light in the unexpected. So I feel like you're closing out a cycle, and the universe is saying like, with this new cycle, it's now time to break free and pursue what it is that's been on your heart. To be brave and to have the courage and the confidence to go after your dreams. Because I think in some ways, even though it's scary to start something new and it can be painful to leave things behind, I think it's also causing you pain to not pursue this. So I'm noticing here in the Lovers, there's the Three of Swords right here. And the Three of Swords talks about grief, heartbreak, pain. So what's coming to mind is that quote that goes, would you rather have the pain of staying where you are or the pain of growing? That's a decision that you will have to make. But yeah, look at this. In the Lover's card, there's more lightning. So I definitely think the universe is going to be sending you some divine inspiration, some ideas, and I think you're definitely going to be having an aha moment, a moment of clarity. You're going to realize something. Yeah, you have a lot of wisdom and inner knowing, and the universe is encouraging you to take a moment to tune in with yourself. And yeah, like there's something within you that's waiting to be discovered, and tuning in will help you to find more clarity, more answers, and will give you some more direction on how you can achieve your goals. But I love this like a rainbow sunshine beautifulness here in the Lover's card. Like, you know the saying, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It is all sunshine and rainbows. Well, no, that's not to say that this won't be without its challenges, but what I'm getting from this is that the outcome, or like the end result, is going to be filled with so much happiness. But not even that, like I think you'll be feeling that in the journey as well, not just the destination. It's just up to you to see it that way. Yeah, and I was talking about, we were talking about balance earlier. With the Lover's card, it also makes me think of duality and balancing out masculine and feminine energy. Because there's strength in both, and there's times where we need to be more receptive, where we need to sit back, and it's not about taking action, but it's about attracting things to us and receiving, about being more intuitive, in touch with the emotions. And then there's times where we need to really utilize our masculine energy and take action and put out our energy, and to be a little bit more bold and assertive. And I think that's what you'll be learning on this journey, that you don't need to be working and doing the most all the time, but you also can't just sit there and wait for things to just come to you without taking any action at all. There is a delicate balance there, right? So you'll be really growing and elevating a lot during this journey. Like I mentioned at the beginning, you're going to be discovering things about yourself that you didn't even know was within you this whole time. I love this. I love this so much. This is really exciting. So now let's take a look at this first card. Will be like an animal that the universe uses as a way to connect with you, to communicate with you, to let you know that, hey, I'm here, I'm supporting you, you're not alone. So your animal is the frog. So if you see any frogs, whether this is in real life or you see it on TV, you see it on social media, on a billboard, in a book, in a magazine, on the internet, whatever the case is, this is how the universe is communicating with you. And so this card will be what animal spirit the universe is sending to you in order to help you on this journey. So we have the fish. And again, there's another moon here. So what I'm getting with the fish is going with the flow, to follow what feels easy, what feels natural, to move away from resistance, right? And again, with the water element, to really be in touch with your emotions, in touch with your intuition, and to use that as a compass to guide you in this journey in order to manifest your dreams. Also, fish are symbolic of abundance. So kind of like what we were talking about before, you're going to be receiving so much abundance throughout this journey, and it's big, and it's going to come easily. It might take a little bit of time, and it might happen little by little, but it's like the feeling that I'm getting is like once you get the ball rolling, it's just going to feel effortless. So feel free to do your own research if you feel called to do so about fish as an animal spirit. There could be more information there that you might find helpful on this journey. But now we're going to take a look at some tea leaf oracle cards, and these are going to be extra messages, extra loving messages that the universe has for you at this time. So let's take a look and see what you have. We have the horse, short journey. So yeah, maybe you'll be traveling as part of this journey. We also do have Gemini energy here, and Gemini in the third house does talk about short distance travel. But interestingly enough, with the sun being the ruling planet for Leo, that does talk about like long distance travel. So could be going overseas, or you could just be taking like a short local trip. We also have torch. Wow, that's crazy, because in the in the note that I had channeled, literally like the whole thing was talking about light and flames and like a candle. That's nuts. Okay, but this says spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, that's that's what we're talking about here with the Hanged Man, here with discovery, really tuning into yourself, and also just how much you're gonna grow during this whole journey. Okay, we also have bird perched, waiting for news package letter. Okay, so if you're waiting on some information to come in, which Gemini does talk about that as well, being ruled by Mercury, who is the god of communication. So yeah, maybe there's something that you're waiting for to arrive before you can make your next move. We also have, we have happiness. Oh wow, look how similar these are. I just heard a flock of seagulls, so maybe that band is relevant in some way. But a lot of bird imagery. Yeah, and here with the owl too. Oh, and I just noticed in the Nine of Cups there's a little fish as well. A lot of synchronicity here. Okay, and then the very last card that we have is Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Yeah, I love that. You're gonna have a lot of fun on this journey. There's gonna be so much to celebrate during this whole process. And with this bird perched, sorry about that noise, my laptop charger just fell. But with the bird perched, whatever news package letter you're waiting for, I feel like it's gonna be good news with the tankard here and happiness. I'm gonna let these messages speak for themselves because I mean, yeah, it's basically what we've been saying this whole time. I love these synchronicities. Okay, so now let's take a look at what loving advice or guidance the universe has for you at this time. Could be in relation to this journey, so let's take a look. We have, yeah, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Can you see this? Oh no, you can't. Okay, let's move it up. A little more. Okay, good, you can see it. So it's time to take action, new moon in Aries, and we also have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Interesting, Gemini's mutable sign. And mutable signs, oh my god. Hold on, let me fix this first. So mutable signs are all about being adaptable, they're about being flexible. Oh, Pisces is a mutable sign too, yeah. So it's about being adaptable, being flexible, not being too fixed or too like tunnel visioned about things. Be open to how the path unwinds. Don't be too attached to a particular outcome or having certain expectations about how things can be or how things should be, because the universe has the highest perspective, and sometimes the ideas that we have or when we think about how things should turn out isn't always, you know, like the best case scenario, and the universe is like, actually, I can make this work out so much better for you, but you have to be willing to receive that, right? It's like if somebody was giving you a gift that was wrapped in blue wrapping paper and you're like, oh, you know, thanks, but I only wanted a present that was wrapped in green wrapping paper. And the person's like, well, but it's not about the wrapping paper, like the thing that you've been wanting is inside. And it's like, well, yeah, it's not wrapped in green, so I'm not gonna take it. It's kind of like that. So just be open to how things pan out is what I'm getting. And if you're facing any setbacks, any challenges, nothing is set in stone. That doesn't mean that that's the end of the journey, that's where you need to stop. Things can always change, even when you hit a roadblock. right? So remember to be adaptable and willing to change as you go down this journey. But the universe is definitely encouraging you to take action here. New moon in Aries, like Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and we have a new moon, which is all about new beginnings. So this is like double new beginning energy. And actually the new moon in Aries is coming up in a couple of months. I don't know the exact date. I'll put it up on the screen. So by the time this video goes up, we'd have just passed the new moon in Aquarius. And then the new moon in Pisces is at the beginning of March. So sometime in the beginning of April should be the new moon in Aries. So maybe that's when you'll be receiving this news. Maybe that's when you'll be going on the short journey. Maybe that's when you're finally breaking free and starting to pursue your passions. But whatever it is, and like how we were talking about balancing the feminine and the masculine energy, the universe is encouraging you to really tune into your masculine energy and to be bold, to be assertive, and to just go for it. Really channel that Aries energies of not giving an F and just kind of like going for it. Okay, so finally we are going to take a look at some loving self-care advice that the universe has for you at this time, some encouraging ways to take care of yourself. So we have Connect with Crystals, number 11. Put you here. So this could be about even connecting to the Sunstone if you feel called to, or if there are other crystals that you've been interested in. Oh, but I didn't even make that connection earlier. So when we're talking about how the sun is the ruling planet for Leo with the Strength card here, we literally have the Sunstone. And the Sunstone is like an epitome of that masculine energy of like feeling really motivated, taking leadership, feeling confident. It also talks about creativity, and it's just like a really happy, like high vibe energy. So if you're interested, you can look more into that, or like I said, if there's just other crystals that you feel drawn to. And like, you don't necessarily have to go out and spend the money like buying all these crystals. You can even just do research and you can meditate on the energy, or you can even just like look at pictures of them and connect to them in that way. But so the other card that we have is Connect with Fire. I love that. Yeah, there's so much of this like burning, passionate, fiery energy in your reading. So yeah, on one hand I see this as like literally connecting to your passions, but this could also be, yeah, like having a bonfire with your friends or doing a burning bowl ritual, which is like where you write down things that you want to let go of, and then you like burn those pieces of paper, and it's supposed to be, you know, very symbolic and a very powerful ritual. Of course, if you're doing that, be safe. Make sure that, you know, you have water around. We don't want anything catching fire that's not supposed to. But this can even just be like setting an intention with a candle and burning a candle about it. But either way, both of these cards are really talking about tuning into yourself and using some kind of object as a tool to help you do so. So whether that's through a crystal or with fire, I think just the main underlying message that the universe is really encouraging you to do is to tune into yourself and focus on the kind of energies that you want to bring into your life and the kind of energy that you want to let go of as well. But that's everything that I'm seeing for you, Pile 1. Let me know down in the comments how this resonated for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this, and be sure to hit the post notification bell so that you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hey there, pile 2. If you chose the tree agate, this is going to be your reading all about what loving messages the universe has for you at this time. So we're going to start off by reading the channeled note that I wrote down, and then I have a bunch of oracle cards we're going to take a look at. We'll be shuffling some tarot on camera and then close the reading off with some loving guidance and advice from the universe. So for now, I'm going to put your tarot off to the side. We'll get into that in a little bit. And we're going to take a look at the channel note that we have here. So it says, Dear Pile 2, your path is expanding. New ways of being are presenting themselves to you. Letting go is part of the cycle, but if you're brave enough to do so, something more wonderful than you can imagine will have the space to come in. Life is but a dream, so what do you want it to look like? You are the artist. Life is the blank canvas. What will you create? With clarity comes results. You hold the pen. It is your great design. Follow the whispers of your soul and allow it to echo and reverberate. The choice is yours. Take the lead and the universe will help you deliver. With divine love, the universe. And then some keywords or symbols, synchronicities that were coming to mind. So when I first sat down to channel these messages, at first all I was hearing was loneliness. I was also seeing the number 4, the number 8, I was seeing butterflies, I was hearing cavern, and the vision that I had was kind of like someone standing in the Grand Canyon. I'll try to insert a picture if I can find something that is similar to what I was envisioning, but it was basically like these like very large orange-red canyon walls and someone just standing in the middle of it. So I'll hold this up for you. Feel free to take a screenshot if you want to keep it on hand. Okay, so we're going to put this off to the side and we'll take a look and see what messages the oracle cards have, if it's related to this channel message, or maybe they'll just be separate messages in and of itself. So we're going to start off by looking at these cards here. So what loving messages does the universe have for you? We have patience. We have integration, number 30. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. We have we have expansion with the throat chakra. Wasn't that in the opening line of the note? Something about new ways are expanding for you now, or like your path is expanding for you now. I love synchronicities. And then we also have ambush fear with your ferocious dream, number 51. We have external validation, number 50. And we have fearless expression, number 55. Wow. A lot of 5s, a lot of blue. So one message that I'm getting right off the bat that the universe has for you, Pile 2, is that I feel like you've been working really hard, or you've been really trying to manifest some kind of new experience, some kind of growth. And if you've been feeling frustrated at all, like this isn't happening yet, I've been putting in all this work, I've been trying to make this happen, I'm not seeing the results that I'm wanting to, the universe is recognizing all of your hard work. It's recognizing your patience, and the universe wants to assure you that it's coming for you. The universe is encouraging you to pay attention to how you perceive things, and that just because you can't see things happening in your 3D reality yet doesn't mean that it's not happening for you at all. I feel like there are things that are happening behind the scenes for you, and you'll be gaining clarity of that soon. And to continue to have patience and to really focus on putting out what you do want to attract, and to pull your attention away from these perceived negative things that are happening. So if you've been trying to pursue like a big dream that you have, whether this is about a job, a relationship, or just a personal goal that you have that's really close to your heart, I'm almost getting the feeling of like maybe the company that you keep or the environment that you're in isn't supporting you in the way that you need to be supported. Like with external validation here, and I'm just kind of noticing all of the people here in this expansion card. It's almost like you really want to do something, you really want to grow, but maybe you're paying more attention or giving more weight to what other people are saying. So if other people are like, why would you want to do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense, or like, you'll never be successful at that, or things like that don't happen to people like us. The universe is really encouraging you to seek validation from yourself rather than from outside sources. And that can be really difficult because, you know, we're social beings, and we expect the people that we love to support us and to hype us up and to really encourage us to pursue our dreams. But unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't always happen. And it has nothing to do with you. It's usually people just projecting their own insecurities and their own belief systems on what they think is possible for them, not for you. And it can be really hard to pursue a path or pursue something and not hearing the support and the validation from other people. But the universe is saying that all that really matters is that you support yourself and that you are your own cheerleader. Because if you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what other people say. If you believe in yourself and you think you can do it and you think you can achieve your dreams, then you can. And it doesn't matter how many people try to tell you that you can't, because within yourself, you know what the truth is. And so the universe is really encouraging you to find strength in speaking your truth, into communicating your desires, to expressing what it is that you want to attract, what it is that you want to bring into your life, and to be unapologetically you. Elephants are a symbol of abundance, but also a symbol of overcoming obstacles. And the universe really wants you to step into this big energy of the elephant and to not let people's comments, people's criticisms, people's negative energy make you feel small, because you're not small. You're a big, powerful elephant. And yes, elephants can be super compassionate, very gentle, loving creatures, but I don't know if you've ever seen videos of a pissed off elephant, but they're pretty intense, and they'll plow through anything, they'll bulldoze anything down that's in their path. And obviously the universe isn't saying to be destructive in any way, but to push through your fears with that kind of ferocious energy, to push past people's criticisms or people's unsupporting views, and to not let that hold you back. So I noticed here with all of these fives, so if we add up 5, 5, 5, 5, you get 20. And that reduces to a 2, and 2s are all about balance and relationships, partnerships. So again, like it says in the integration card, it says allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So the universe is really encouraging you to create balance in your life and to, again, like I said before, to make sure you're not giving more weight or more value to what other people are saying, because you know what's best for you, even if it doesn't make sense to other people, even if other people think it's impossible or think it'll never work out. Doesn't matter what they say. You listen to your own intuition, you listen to your own creative sparks, and what you think of yourself is more important than what other people think of you. I'm hearing that song, I think it's called Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, but like looking at this, I think it's a crane. It's like the universe is saying that, yeah, like you may need to break away from this kind of environment or these kind of peoples. You might have to go on your own path, and that might feel lonely, not having some people's support or feel like you're doing it alone. But the universe is saying with this angel figure here that they're supporting you. And by you clearly expressing and focusing on what it is you do want and having patience in the process, the universe is orchestrating making this happen for you. And to integrate these lessons, to integrate different aspects of yourself, and you might need to do things a bit more creatively. If what you've been doing hasn't been working, to look at things from a different angle and to not give up. I've used this example before, but it's like, you know, just because you can't see it yet doesn't mean it's not on its way to you. And using the example of like when you order something online, like the minute you click to confirm your purchase, it's not just going to immediately show up at your door. But just because it's not in your mailbox yet, it doesn't mean that it's not on its way to you. It just takes a little bit of time, and you need to be a little bit patient, you know? And so you might have some blocks around your throat chakra that the universe is wanting to highlight. And so working through any of those blocks or issues can really help to propel you forward in this journey. It's like, what have you been wanting to say? Like, I feel like you've been maybe suppressing yourself or holding yourself back in some way. Maybe you have people-pleasing tendencies of you don't want to rock the boat. You want to make sure that like everyone else is okay, even if you're not happy with the situation. It's not your job to manage other people's emotions or expectations. And it's okay if people are upset, if people don't like what it is that you're doing. As long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting others, there's no reason why you shouldn't pursue what it is that you want to pursue, especially if this is a big dream that you have. You have every right to pursue that and every right to speak your truth. So let's get some tarot and let's see what other loving messages the universe has for you. It could be related to these messages that we've already been seeing, or maybe it'll be about something else. We'll have to find out together. I already gave this a shuffle, but we'll go give it a couple more just to be sure. Okay. So Spirit, what loving messages does the universe have for pile 2, please? What loving messages does the universe have for pile 2? Whether it's related to these messages here or something else. What loving messages does the universe have for pile 2? Ooh. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. How do I want to put this? What loving messages does the universe have for pile number 2, please? We have the Three of Pentacles. Can we get one more card, please? What loving messages does the universe have for pile number 2, please? Loving messages does the universe have for part 2? Oh, okay, and we have the moon. And on the back of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Okay. So the first thing that I'm getting with the moon here and the Three of Pentacles and then what we were talking about before is to not let other people's comments or opinions confuse you. You know what your truth is. Other people don't get to tell you what your truth is. You tell them. And I feel for you. I know this is a hard position to be in. I've also been in a situation where, you know, you feel like you have to listen to other people's opinions because they know better, they know what's best for you, or they have more experience, or blah, 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 blah. And it's just confusing. And I think the universe is encouraging you to separate yourself a little bit. And it doesn't mean cutting people off. It just means creating some distance physically or energetically so that you can tune into yourself and start to listen and understand what it is that you want, to understand what your truth is. Because again, like the Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration, it talks about teamwork. And I think the universe is really encouraging you to really find that community or that group of people who really support you and this new endeavor that you're wanting to go on to pursue this dream that you have. Because there are people out there that want to support you, like the way the universe wants to support you. And there's people out there who want to encourage you and want to help you in any way that they can. And they're just waiting for you to find them or for you to find each other. Because I'm also getting that, like, you're really mature, especially in an emotional sense. You have a strong emotional intelligence. You're really emotionally balanced. You're not reactive or triggered the way that some people are. And I kind of get the feeling that maybe you've outgrown a situation or outgrown some people, like a friend group or something like that. So we have the Page and we have the King. And pages are the youngest of the court cards and kind of represent like a childlike energy. So you've grown a lot, and it's a matter of time before your outer world starts to shift. And it can be incredibly frustrating when you're just waiting for things to materialize, for things to change, especially if you feel like I've been putting in so much work and like I've put in so much effort and energy and like I really put my all into this, like when is this gonna happen for me, and like not being able to see the whole picture. But it's gonna happen for you. And the universe really wants to encourage you not to give up, to really focus on being your own person and not feel sucked into what other people are doing or what other people think you should do. Because they can say whatever they want, but that doesn't mean you have to take that on. It doesn't mean that you actually have to do it or believe it or embody whatever it is that they're saying. I mentioned with the crane earlier about how the universe may be encouraging you to kind of break away and like create some distance so that you can really tune into yourself. And the number 18 reduces to a 9, and 9 is a very independent, solitary number. It's related to the Hermit. So there's another confirmation there where you might feel lonely. Oh, wasn't that in the holy, yeah, that's why I was hearing loneliness. Wow, okay, that really makes sense. Yeah, like, yeah, you might feel, despite being around people, you might still feel lonely. And that's because energetically, these aren't the right people for you. And it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that you've grown and you've changed and you have different priorities or values now, and it's time to find the community that matches that so that they can uplift you and help you on this new journey that you're wanting to go on. And it doesn't have to be lonesome. Like, there are people out there who genuinely want to help you, whether this is some kind of mentor figure, whether this is friends, like new friends or acquaintances, whether it's work colleagues, a family member. Like there's a community out there that wants to collaborate and like band together and work with you, help you on this journey, to push you along. And these will be people who listen to what you have to say and say, how can I help you? Not people who listen to what you have to say and then tell you how they would do it or how they think you should do it. Like these are people that are just going to be like, okay, like what's the plan? What is it that you want to do? Okay, how can we make that happen? And they're not going to try to like completely change the plan. As like they'll still make suggestions, but they're not going to, you know, like put you down or belittle you or make you feel bad or make you feel like you can't do this. So this could really be about like a work situation. Like maybe you're wanting to get into a completely new field or a totally new industry. Like, I don't know, like if you're a doctor and now you want to be an artist, or if you're a musician and now you want to be an engineer. Like I feel like it's a really big change that you're wanting to make. Or if you're like, yeah, I want to move to Austria and like open a bed and breakfast or something like that. You know, just like going after your wildest dreams. There's people out there who want to help you, and that the universe wants to tell you that whatever seems confusing and unclear now won't always be that way. You're going to get the clarity that you're looking for. It just takes patience, which I know isn't sometimes like the most helpful or comforting thing to hear, especially if you've been in a position where you feel like you've been patient for so long, and then to hear that you just need to be patient can be a little frustrating. I totally get that. But that's really the message that's coming through. Sometimes things take time to work out behind the scenes, and it's often our own expectations on how we think things ought to pan out that end up making us feel frustrated and impatient with the process, because we're not seeing things from that higher perspective like the universe has. But it's time for you to embrace every aspect of yourself, fearlessly, shamelessly, and the people who don't like it can go fly a kite. Is as nicely as I can put it. Okay, so this next card is going to be a representation of an animal that the universe will manifest as a sign, a synchronicity, as a way to let you know that you're being supported and encouraged. So, ooh, you have the wolf. I love that. It's also making me think of following your instincts, really being in tune with yourself and listening to that inner guidance. So whether you see wolves or I'm even getting like large dogs, whether this is in real life or you're seeing it on TV, on the internet, on social media, in a book, on a billboard, whatever it is, that's the universe's way of letting you know that you're not alone, that they're helping you with this journey, with this manifestation, with this journey that you're going on. And this card is going to represent the animal spirit that the universe is sending you to help you on this journey. So we have the dragon. I love that. Okay, so the dragon is related to the solar plexus chakra, which is basically the house of our empowerment. This is where our confidence comes from. This is where we take action from. And I mean, dragons are badass. They're so magical and mystical and also very protective. Like I'm thinking about, mythology, how dragons often have all of this treasure in their home that they kind of hoard and protect. So I'm kind of seeing this as like the universe sending you this protective energy while you're, you know, dealing with this situation or while you're in this environment. I mean, like, just look at how I can't stop looking at this eye. It's just like really drawing me in. And it's also really intimidating. But the universe is really encouraging you to take back your power, to call back your power, to remember how powerful you are, how much strength you have, how much magic you have, and to funnel that into this dream that you're wanting to pursue. So feel free to also do some more research on the dragon animal spirit if you feel called to. There might be some more helpful information for you there. But now let's take a look at some tea leaf oracle cards. These are going to be additional loving messages from the universe. So we have unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Exactly. And I'd also like to point out that you have a unicorn and a dragon. Like, come on, you're a pretty cool pal too. Unicorns also make me think of the third eye chakra because that's exactly where the horn comes out of. So yeah, really listen to your intuition. If you're feeling called to, you know, like find new friends or find a new community, feeling called to start something, to end something, really take notice of that and follow your instincts. We also have pin, new job, career. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. So this could really be about a career change that you're wanting to make. We have cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Yeah, so that's probably where you're at right now. We have caterpillar, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. Exactly. Have patience. As hard as it is, have patience, because didn't I say things won't always be this way earlier? I think I did. Okay, and lastly, we have rainbow. Oh, the most difficult part of a situation is over. Yes. It's like you're almost there. I mentioned the number 9 before. 9s also indicate like being at the end of a journey. It's completion. What follows 9 is 10. And in tarot, 10s represent the end of a cycle. And in numerology, when you break down the number 10, you get a 1, and 1's all about new beginnings. So you're on the cusp, you're on the precipice of starting this new journey, of receiving whatever it is that you've been patiently waiting for, whether this is some idea, whether it's having the bravery to break away from this dissatisfying situation that you're in and really pursuing that big dream that you've been having. Rainbows also might be significant because I'm noticing here on the dragon card too, we have a lot of different colors. So if you see rainbows, that could also be a sign that the universe is giving you to let you know that like the end is nigh, basically. So that's really lovely. I love these. I'm gonna let these messages stand as they are. And we're gonna take a look at some advice that the universe has for you now. So we have, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Yes. Can you see that? No, you can't. Let me push this up. Perfect. Okay, so it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And we have what? Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. That's crazy. Damn. Like, there's a bunch of cards in this deck and you got both of the Scorpio cards. So maybe you're a Scorpio. You don't have to be, but if you are, let me know in the comments because I'm a Scorpio sun. But speaking of Scorpio, so other zodiac signs that we have. So at the Page of Pentacles, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The moon is Cancer energy, and then with the King of Cups, we have all the water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you really could have strong Scorpio placements, but again, you don't have to. So water signs in general are particularly really psychic and in tune. Even with this unicorn card here, the universe really, really wants you to take time to reflect, to see what's not working for you, and to have the courage to let it go. You don't have to hold on to negativity or these difficult emotions. It's okay to let them go. And you're really being encouraged to work through your fears. Ambush fears with your, what was this? Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. And so with the full moon here, this could be just releasing negative energy that you're holding onto or that you're experiencing, or it could also be talking about letting go of relationships that aren't working, letting go of a job or career that's not working. But whatever it is, by working through your fears and releasing is going to create the space to bring in what it is that you've been desiring, whatever change you've been wanting to make. And again, I'm getting that message of how I might feel a bit lonely because Scorpions are pretty solitary animals. And Scorpios tend to have like a small circle. Scorpios tend to be really private and, not necessarily let a lot of people in. And that doesn't have to be the case for you. Like, you can have a lot of friends, that's fine. But what I'm really getting is that it's almost like to be selective with who you give your energy to, and to give it to the people who really deserve it, who really love and support you and want the best for you, not people that bring you down or make you feel bad about wanting to pursue your dreams. Because we all deserve to be supported. But also what I'm getting with like the scorpion imagery is that Scorpios are also really patient. And as an animal, like, they'll just sit there and they'll wait and they'll wait and they'll wait. And they strike at the perfect time. So it's like, as hard as it is to be patient, if you can really channel that like fixed staying power of Scorpio, you'll know the time when things are gonna strike. You're gonna get some intuitive feelings and you're gonna know that a change is coming, that this new opportunity is gonna present itself, or you'll know when it's time to take action, is also what I'm getting here. Also, the full moon in Scorpio is coming up in a few months. I don't know the exact day. I'll put it up on the screen, but I think it's happening sometime in May. So it could be around the time where things start happening, or you notice some changes, or like gaining clarity on what changes you want to make, gaining clarity on what needs to be released and let go. Finally starting to, like, after working up the courage to finally strike, so to speak, and like start to go after these dreams. Lastly, we're going to take a look at some self-care ideas from the universe, ways that the universe is really encouraging you to take care of yourself. So we, listen, I can't make this up. The first one that we have is intuition. And again, third eye. Yeah. What more can I say? And we also have watch a movie. And again, 54, that reduces to a 9. And wow, I was immediately drawn to these eyes at the bottom here. So yeah, like we've been saying, between all the Scorpio energy, all this water energy with the moon, we have it here with the wolf card talking about instincts. We have it here in the unicorn card. The universe is really just hammering home the encouragement to tune into yourself and to use your intuition as a guide to where you want to go, and not follow other people's orders or directions or what they think you should do. You know what's best for yourself. There's a lot of inner wisdom inside of you, and all you need to do to access it is to tune in. With watching a movie, so maybe you'll get some kind of inspired idea, some inspired action that you can take in regards to this, or it can even be a really great way to like process your emotions. Like if you just want to put on like a really sad movie or something, let yourself cry, like do that, get those emotions out, release the negativity, right? Or even like put on your favorite movie as a way to really uplift your energy and to get you into a better mood and a higher vibration. But that's everything that I'm seeing for you, pile 2. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this, and be sure to hit the post notification bell so that you never miss out on when I post a video. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hey there, pile 3. If you chose the Caribbean Calcite, this is going to be your reading all about what loving messages the universe has for you at this time. So we're gonna first take a look at the channel message that I wrote down. Then I have a bunch of oracle cards prepared. We're gonna pull some tarot on camera together and then finish the reading off with some advice and guidance. So for now, I'm gonna put the tarot off to the side and we're gonna read this message together. So it says, Dear Pile 3, dare to take the path untrodden. Do not fear to walk alone. You can never be. You are a child of the cosmos. You're in great company always. You can always find a dear friend in the trees or animals. There is wisdom to be gained, to be learned from many a source. Simply sit and be and let these ancient lessons teach you, for it will bode well in times to come. You are very much connected and never far away, so if you want to say hello, it will never go unnoticed. The signs are all around you, you just need to pay attention. With divine love, the universe. So some keywords and symbols that I was seeing while I was channeling this message was the numbers 1, 7, and 6. I was seeing a lot of nature scenery, like trees and things like that. The color purple, the word blossoms was coming to mind. So I was seeing like flowers and thinking about things blooming. And then also the child. So the overall vibe that I got with when I was channeling this message was like that of like a grandparent or like, you know, like a wise sage figure talking to a young child. It had, I mean, all of the groups had different energies, but this one was the most different. It was very like warm, kind, compassionate. And that's not to say that the other groups weren't, but again, this is like as if you were talking to like an innocent young child. So I will hold this up for you. Feel free to screenshot it if you want to keep it on hand for yourself. But for now, we're just going to put this aside and we're going to take a look at your oracle cards and see what loving messages the universe has for you. So we have stillness. We have, oh, universal love. Oh, my heart. Okay, it's number 44. So that could be a significant like number synchronicity that you see. And it says, the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. We also have acceptance with the root chakra. And then we have befriend the word polarize, number 25. Rise, number 57. And we have get back to elemental number 48. Okay, pile 3. So the message that I'm getting, the loving message that the universe wants to give to you at this time is to really pause and to slow down a little bit. So maybe you've been on the hamster wheel of busy and maybe you have a lot going on now, but the universe really wants you to take a moment to pause and reflect and turn inwards, to recognize that love is all around you, even if you can't see it. And it was really encouraging you to embrace and accept yourself wholly as you are now, that you're perfect the way that you are, imperfections and flaws and all. And like you can see here in this acceptance card, this spiritual figure, and like the universe really just wants, the word that's coming to mind is console. The universe really wants to console you and let you know that they're looking out for you, they're protecting you and keeping you safe, and that you are so loved. There's love all around you, even if it's difficult to see. So if you've been hitting some roadblocks, or if you're facing any challenges, to take a bit of a break from trying to tackle it. I just saw 222 on the timer, so that could be another significant number. But 2 is all about balance and harmony. So the universe is really encouraging you to create more balance in your life, to let you know that you're on the right path, but that something that you can incorporate more into your life is pausing and turning inward. Kind of like it said in the note, I think you're very much connected and you just don't realize it. Yeah, it's like you really don't realize it, or you're not fully seeing how in tune you are with the universe or with the spiritual realm, or even with nature. And so if you've been hitting some roadblocks or blockages in any way, the universe is saying to basically get back to basics, to look at things from a different perspective, to break things down and put them together in a new way, to look at things through the lens of a child, right? And this will help you to overcome your problems. With befriend the word polarize, like I was saying with acceptance, the universe really wants you to embrace who you are, even if that's very different from the people that you're around or the community that you're in, and that it's okay to be different and it's okay to stand out. And that by embracing these things, by embracing your uniqueness, is what's going to help you rise above, to rise to the occasion. But that moment of clarity will only come if you can take the time out to be still and pause and reflect. So you might be interested in trying out meditation, or even if this is just like taking some time out of your day to have some alone time, like go for a walk or to be in nature, just to like sit outside for a little bit. Any activity where you can kind of be alone for a little and just have the opportunity to be free from distractions, so you can really tune in and listen to yourself, and also like embrace your wild side. I'm almost getting maybe you're a bit of a perfectionist, or feel pressure to always perform, feel pressure to be perfect. Like get back to elemental is making me think of just like getting messy, getting wild, get your hands dirty a little bit. It's okay to let your hair down and, have a bit of fun, to really be like a child, to indulge in that energy of like, for a moment, not really caring what you look like, or not caring how silly it is, or not caring what other people think, and just doing things that bring you joy and that make you happy. So maybe you have some like really unique interests or hobbies, maybe something that's like a bit marginalized by society is also what I'm getting. But to really love and embrace that. It's okay to be weird. Everyone's a little bit weird, and weird is what makes us unique. It's what makes us interesting. It would be boring if everyone was exactly the same, right? Like imagine there was only one kind of movie to watch, or one kind of book to read, or one kind of art, or all the houses look the same. Everyone drove the same car. Everyone ate the same food. Like that would just be so boring and so unfulfilling. So the universe is really encouraging you to find strength in these different aspects of yourself that maybe you feel a little bit shy sharing to the world, or if you feel like uncomfortable being vulnerable, or yeah, just like really showing who you are. The universe wants you to know that you will be loved and accepted for who you are. You are loved and accepted for who you are. And if the people or the environment that you're currently in doesn't reflect that attitude, that there are people out there who will show you that love and acceptance. But so if you've been like wanting to take action towards something, or like have been wanting to do something, the universe is advising to hold off. And that's not to say that you shouldn't ever do it or anything like that. But I keep being pulled back to this stillness card. The universe really wants you to get in touch with yourself. It's like there's a message that's waiting for you, or information that's waiting for you. Whether that's from your own intuition or your higher self, or from the universe, or from your guides. But it requires pausing for a moment and coming back down, like grounding yourself and finding a moment of stillness where you can kind of tune out all of the thoughts racing in your head of all the things that you need to do and all the tasks that are waiting to be completed, and thinking about all these different things, and just like let's pause that for a moment, because there's other messages that are trying to come in, opportunities for healing and acceptance. And it may feel counterproductive to seek moments of stillness and to pause when you have a lot going on, which is understandable. But surely you can take 2 minutes, 5 minutes out of your day, to sit down and meditate, or to sit down and journal. I think you'll gain a lot of clarity, you'll gain a lot of self-understanding, and also a lot of creative ideas, or like divine inspiration will come to you as you spend more time reflecting. And I think by doing this that you'll go higher and you'll go farther than had you not taken the time to pause and reflect. So let's take a look let's pull some tarot. I've already shuffled, but we'll do a couple more just to be thorough. And we'll see what other loving messages the universe has. Okay, so Spirit, what loving messages does the universe have for pile 3, please? What loving messages does the universe have for pile 3, please, in regards to these messages here? What loving messages does the universe have? Oop, okay. So we have the Hierophant. What else, please? What loving messages does the universe have for pile 3? Loving messages does the universe have? Okay. So we also have the Hanged Man. So the Hierophant is Taurus energy and the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. So let's get one more card. What loving messages does the universe have for pile 3 at this time? What loving messages does the universe have for pile 3? No, okay. One more card, please. What loving messages? Oh, okay, we got one. So we have the Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah, I love that. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Underneath that is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so what I'm getting from this pile 3 is kind of exactly what we've been talking about. With the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands, it's like the universe is encouraging you to break free of conformity. So whether this is pressure from family, whether this is pressure from your friend group or societal pressure, whatever it is, I think you're very unique and creative. You definitely stand out, and this is something to be celebrated. The Hierophant talks about the status quo, and I feel like that's not your path. I think some elephant symbolism came out in, I don't remember if it was pile 1 or pile 2, but the elephant is a symbol of abundance, but it's also a symbol of overcoming obstacles. And you have the power within you to push through and to get through this. But again, like the Stillness card, and the Hanged Man came out for another group too. I think it came out in pile 1. But really, there's a lot of encouragement here to pause and to tune in. And that's what the Hangman is all about. There's wisdom and knowledge to be gained here. And all you need to do to access it is to do some self-reflection. To listen to your intuition and use your intuition as a guide of where you should go. Not what people think you should do or what society says you should do. You know, so like, for example, like the example that's coming to mind is like the social norm is after high school, you go to college for, you know, like 3 or 4 years, and then you graduate and you basically get a job right away and you work, you save money, you get married and start a family, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, that's what some people want, and that works for some people, and that's totally fine. But it's also okay if you feel called to go in a different direction, you know, like if you're wanting to take a gap year and to really think about what it is that you want to do before you pursue it. Or if you don't feel called to go to college, for example, and like maybe you're a musician or something and you have a band and you're trying to get, you know, signed by a record label or something. This is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, where it's like it kind of goes against the grain of what most people are doing or what's accepted in society. It's not a burden that you have to carry. And the universe is really saying that by tuning into yourself and understanding what it is that's right for you and what your heart is calling for you to do, that it'll relieve a lot of stress and pressure that you've been putting on yourself or that has been put on you by others. And it'll be a very freeing experience, because by tuning in, you'll find the clarity, and then you'll feel like you have the freedom and the clarity and the like solid assurance, confidence in knowing where you're going to be expanding to, where you're going to be growing, where your path is leading. It's like I'm getting the visual of pulling an arrow back. So like I was saying, how it may feel counterproductive to take time to pause and reflect. It's like that arrow being pulled back. But once you release it, it goes shooting forward with so much speed and velocity, which is what this Three of Wands is talking about. And there's no like set amount of time here. This isn't just like, oh, you know, do one meditation session and then you're gonna have all the answers. Like, this could take some time, and that's okay. There is no right or wrong. There's just actions and consequences. And in the grand scheme of things, you know, if you take, for example, like 3 months to figure this out, or if it takes a year to figure it out, it's not like that's time that was wasted, because you've learned so much about yourself and you've learned what really makes you happy, what you're really being called to do. You've found love and acceptance within yourself. You've gained a lot of inner wisdom, and you've gained clarity on the path that you want to forge for yourself. And all of that is so invaluable. Oh, wow. Okay. So under the Three of Wands, I had said there was the Ten of Cups. Underneath the Ten of Cups is the Sun. So it's like literally the direction that you end up going in is literally going to bring you so much emotional fulfillment and happiness. And like, speaking of clarity, we have the sun. The sun shines and illuminates everything that it touches. And your inner wisdom and intuition is the thing that is going to guide you towards this 10 of Cups, sun, beautiful energy. So the universe wants you to really release this pressure and the stress of feeling like you need to have everything figured out, feeling like you need to, you know, follow other people's lead, feeling like you need to do things just to make other people happy. Focus on making you happy. Focus on figuring out what will bring you joy, what brings you that childlike, excited enthusiasm and inspiration, because I feel like it's been really draining for you to not be who you want to be or pursue what you want to be or express what you want to express. Like, you're made to shine. You're made to stand out and shine. And people are going to love and accept you for that. No matter how different or quirky or whatever it is, your magic is being you, and it's going to be celebrated. So if you feel like there's been something that's been missing, it's time to find that missing piece. Okay. So this next card is going to represent an animal that the universe manifests as, to let you know that it's there supporting you, encouraging you, guiding you. So we have the hummingbird. It's beautiful. And you know what's really interesting? So hummingbirds, like, their wings beat super, super fast. And I'm pretty sure they're the only bird that can like hover like in one place. And it's making me think of how trying to do the most and putting so much energy and work and time into trying to like move forward, keep moving, keep going. We gotta stay on track. I gotta perform. I have to do this. I have all these responsibilities, but yet staying in the same place and feeling like you're not progressing. It's okay to rest. Rest is not a waste of time. Rest is very crucial. Okay, and this next card will be an animal spirit that the universe is sending you to help guide you, to help teach you with certain lessons. So, ooh, we have the owl. I love that. Yeah, exactly. Owls are all about wisdom, intuition, like the third eye chakra. There's a wealth of inner wisdom that's just waiting for you. It's really waiting. The owl also talks about abundance and creativity as well. So if you are wanting to pursue some kind of like artistic path or a creative path or start some kind of creative project, you'll find it very beneficial to spend some time reflecting, maybe like brainstorming ideas, writing ideas down, journaling, things like that. So also feel free to do some research on the owl animal spirit if you feel called to. There could be some more information there that you may find beneficial. So next we have some tea leaf oracle cards, and these are going to be some extra loving messages from the universe that the universe wants to tell you at this time. So, oh, look at that. We have love. Come on, you have universal love and you have love. Oh, I love it. Like, my heart is melting. Like, the universe really is just sending you so much love and compassion, and like, the universe loves you so much. The universe loves us all, but I think it's particularly important for you to hear this message. There's so much divine love all around you, even if you can't see it. It's just enveloping you. It's always there, 24/7, no matter what you're going through, it's there. And the universe really just wants you to know that. So we also have August, the month of August. Interesting. We have kite, vacation. Ooh. We have pale, time to get out of a situation. And finally, we have scales, keep your life in balance. I think we're talking about balance before. Or that might have been another group, I'm not sure. I lose track of the messages. So I'm getting a lot of different things with these cards here. So you could be finding love in August, like this could be about, it could be a romantic partner, but it could also just be a loving community or a loving group of friends that you really find in August. Or you could be taking some kind of trip in August, or maybe you'll be getting out of this situation that you're in August. Like if you're seeing this when it's uploaded and, you know, you take some time to reflect and, you know, you incorporate that into your lifestyle, maybe around the time of August, you'll be gaining more clarity and maybe understanding how you can get out and how you can expand forward onto your path. Or maybe you'll just be feeling like, you know what, it's time for me to take a break. Like I need to relax. I need to go have some fun, kind of like what we were talking about before. And you're like, I'm booking myself a trip. Whether this is going with friends or literally just taking a solo trip, create some time for yourself, relax, have fun. I feel like you need some time where you can turn off for a bit, because the more relaxed we are, the easier it is for messages and downloads to come in, the easier it is to gain clarity. But the scales here are also, it's making me think of Libra, which is all about partnerships and connections. So with love and the scales here, no matter if this is a romantic connection or not, I think you're really going to be finding your people. And you're really going to be creating that much needed balance in your life of work, play, and rest. Because I just feel like you have so much potential and the path ahead is going to be so big. Like the Three of Wands is so expansive. It follows the Two of Wands, which talks about really planning things and really making that decision. And the Three of Wands talks about leaving the comfort zone and like going on this adventure. It also talks about travel. So you could really be going on a trip, maybe in August, like I said, but it's like the future is yours. Your horizon is expanding. And I think the universe and like your guides and your angels have been trying to send you messages or trying to give you like synchronicities and things like that. And I think that you're not seeing it because it's like you're always go, 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 and you feel like all this pressure to just conform and follow this path and like not really be who you are. I'm trying to not sound so repetitive, but it's like those are the messages that really just keep hitting for me. So now let's take a look at what loving advice and guidance the universe has for you. We have be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. Yes. And we also have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Yes. It's like the answers that you need are gonna appear really soon, maybe even sooner than you expect. And once you start gaining this clarity and really understanding what direction you need to go in order to get your complete emotional fulfillment and happiness with your life and within yourself, then it's really going to be time to just go for it and boldly and fearlessly start making moves. But the most important first step is taking that time to tune in with yourself so that you can confidently move in the right direction. Rather than if you just start making moves without really having a plan or a full understanding of where you're trying to go or what your goal is, you're going to have a harder time seeing the results that you want because there's not a specific thing that you're trying to obtain or trying to go for, right? you might find yourself like pivoting a lot and like moving in a lot of different directions. So don't be afraid to slow down and take the time to figure things out, because when you do that, you're gonna get the answers that you need, and then it'll be time for you to make your moves. And I think there's a full moon eclipse coming up. I think it's in May, but I don't know if it's the solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse, so I'll put it up on the screen. Okay, and lastly, we have some loving self-care cards, ways that the universe is encouraging you to take care of yourself. So you actually got 3 cards. The other 2 piles only got 2 cards. So let's look and see what you have. Ooh, so we have abundance planning. Put you here. We have rest. Yep. Yeah. And we also have family. So yeah, with rest, make sure you're getting some good sleep. Try to unwind before going to bed. So like try to minimize screen time, maybe read a book. Maybe this is a time where you can pause for some self-reflection, meditate, journal, or, you know, do some abundance planning. Figure out what kind of abundance you're looking for, because abundance can mean anything. It doesn't have to just be, you know, financial abundance. This could be an abundance of creativity, an abundance of genuine loving connections, an abundance of happiness. So Spirit really wants you to reflect and to also like make a practical plan is kind of what I'm getting here. Or at least write down your thoughts and your ideas so that you have something solid and concrete that you can revisit, so that you don't lose track of your ideas. The universe is also suggesting to spend time with family. And so this doesn't have to be your genetic family or your blood family. This could also be, you know, friends that you consider family, or if you have pets, things like that. This is just about really spending time with people who support you, who nurture you, who can give you that, you know, like emotional support and upliftment and encouragement that you need. I also see this as the universe giving you a big hug. But that's everything that I'm seeing for you, pile 3. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video to be interesting or helpful in any way. And don't forget to hit the post notification bell so that you never miss out on when I upload a video. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!